Hey guys, welcome to Tell It to Trevor, exclusive episode with.
It's me. It's no joke, Arin Wilson. How you doing, Trevor?
Doing alright.
Hey, man.
By the way, guys, we are at WrestleCade.
Yes, sir. We are at WrestleCade.
You told me it was your first WrestleCade?
It is my first WrestleCade. I've always heard about WrestleCade and never had the opportunity to go. And this year I made it a point to be at WrestleCade, and here I am.
Yeah. I mean, everybody from Firestar is basically here.
Everybody except for me, all these years.
I mean, I spent like $115 here. Just on tickets.
Good Lord.
And then $300 worth of stuff in the back.
I mean, it's worth it, though.
Don't get NWA friends. I know Jackson Drake is one of them, but...
I mean, I'm cool with Jackson Drake, but...
I got told if I don't wear that shirt, Ella MV shirt tomorrow, we're going to have words.
Hey, look, I'll stay out of that, okay? I'll stay out of that. I'm cool with him. I don't want no problems.
LMBK, congrats on your engagement. Figured to point that out on the show since trying to get you guys. Alright, you ready to start these questions?
Yeah, let's ask away, man.
What got you into wrestling?
I think the first time I ever laid eyes upon a wrestler, really, because I was at a restaurant with my uncle and they were flipping through channels, and the first wrestler I ever saw was The Undertaker. And at that point on, I just kept trying to find where to find this guy, and then one night, it was a Friday, found SmackDown, and the rest has been history.
I don't think I've ever seen him on a Raw since the renaming of Raw.
Yeah, no.
No?
Actually, no.
Just make appearance one in there. Last time was with, what, Bray Wyatt?
I think so.
Passing the torch. And
Yeah.
then
Well,
sadly,
it should have been a pass on the torch, but...
his wife's here, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go see her then.
Her line was crazy because everyone's, like, bringing Bray Wyatt stuff to her. And I'm like, you know, that's kind of, like, really upsetting to do.
Yeah.
But I get it. You're big fans.
Yeah, I'm sure she understands it.
Yeah. If you could sign to any wrestling promotion, which promotion? So that's your AEW, TNA, WWE, New Japan.
Each company has different reasons for me to sign with them. Right now, I would love to sign with AEW because that's the promotion that actually made me want to be a pro wrestler.
Yeah. Like for me, when I was training, it was watching Matt Sydal at XWW. He was fighting my favorite wrestler, used to be the champion, Psycho Boy Fodder, aka Angelina Love's husband.
Oh yeah. That match was killer. I love that match.
And then I became best friends with a lot of others, making connections.
Okay.
So there's a question Matt Sydal, I asked him, I said, what do you think, what is the best way to get into wrestling? And he said, find your dancing partner. So do you think you've already found your dancing partner?
Partners. I would say that, yes.
Alright. So who were your toughest opponent? Single and tag. Because if you're on a tag team, then...
Yeah. I would say tag. I would say Brutality Inc. Mark James and Alex Evans. And I would say singles, it was my own tag team partner, Chris Young.
Chris Young. I need to get that man on this show. What is your top 5 movies?
Top 5 movies, that's very interesting. I think my favorite movie is Scarface. The Godfather. Love that film. A Bronx Tale. What else would I say? The first Avengers movie.
Okay.
And I would say Man of Steel.
Man of Steel? Okay. So on the topic of movies, what's your top 5 TV shows?
My all-time favorite is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
Breaking Bad. The Walking Dead until that fell apart. What was that? NCIS.
Okay. Detroit.
Yep.
One more.
One more. I would say, as a kid, Danny Phantom.
Yes. Now, have you heard the rumor of Danny Phantom?
No, what's up?
It's Timmy Turner.
It's Timmy Turner. Yeah. That
He had
was
the fairies and.
Yeah, it was a bunch of theories going around. How
Which
they connect.
I can believe it.
I mean, it is believable.
Trying to find the fairies and everything.
Wasn't it made by the same guy?
Yeah.
Hey, you try to plug his shows together, so hey, make a cinematic universe.
If you had to book yourself in a 12-man tag, who would be on your team?
Is this with current people or just anybody?
Current.
With current people.
It could be indie wrestlers, WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan.
So my opponents, first it would be the House of Black.
Okay.
Buddy Matthews, Malachi Black, and Brody King. Throw MJF in there. You would have to throw in. This is going to be interesting. I would say the Gorillas of Destiny.
Okay.
And my team would have to consist of.
Oh, I thought that was your team. I was like,
nah,
man, this is some stacked team.
Yeah, that's my opponents. My team would have to be Cody Rhodes. That would include Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Swerve Strickland. Bobby Lashley. Samoa Joe. And how many do I got? One more?
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia, the new TNT champion.
Yes, sir.
I would give MJF his flowers, but no, he's a scumbag. Scumbag of New York.
Yeah, the scumbag from New York. Surprised he hasn't.
Do you know he used to be on GTS Wrestling?
I did not know that.
You know when they had that Killer Clown thing when
Hop
was Rojo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
he was one of them. Blue Meanie was one.
Oh, wow.
I met one of the clowns. I used to train down at Palmetto, and he was told me he was one of the clowns and everything, and I was like, so you never got a mask? He's like, nope.
Wow. I mean, surprising now that nobody's tried to hit MJF with a car, but
there was some tape that Grimm had, if you remember. I'm not gonna go in details into that tape.
Okay.
Just to keep it out of context.
So there must be some things on that tape. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And Grimm was gonna leak it.
Leak it, please. I'll pay good money for that. I'll pay good money for that.
Okay, I'll whisper to you what it is.
I pay money for it.
Depending on the female wrestler.
Yeah, depending on her.
Well, if it's a female wrestler or not.
Oh,
we'll just give it away right there in that.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you could work with any wrestler of all time, who would it be and what show? So it's you versus that person. I've heard WrestleMania, the New Japan Mania, whatever it's called.
I got 3 people.
Okay.
The first one is Sting. And
which Sting's here today.
Yes. I
that
love Sting. That's fine. That is fine.
Be glad you did not go in that line.
Oh, it was wrapped around the building, I bet.
So, you know how you saw that just for the show?
Mm-hmm.
All the way down.
Just for him?
Him, Sting, Darby, all in the same room.
Wow.
While Eddie Edwards and Scott D'Amore...
I mean, but it's...
No, not Scott D'Amore. What's his name? Deanna Peraza's husband.
I have no idea who it is. Okay, all right.
Yeah, they were supposed to be here, but I think they got hurt badly with the matches.
Oof.
Because Eddie had Nick Nemeth.
That's right, yeah.
And then the other guy had Josh Alexander in a street fight.
Josh Alexander's a killer. Mm-hmm. He is a straight-up killer.
I watched it. There was 3 tables, chairs thrown at people, people in trash can. Not like literally, but at the wrestlers.
Well, yeah. That'll be wild.
And then Macklin's head was in a trash can. Eddie Edwards' head was in a trash can. Surprised no kendo sticks.
I was gonna say he didn't put the trash can over him and got the kendo stick and just started beating him while he was in it.
Bullet casings instead of thumbtacks.
That's wild.
Legos. That's the first I've seen. I've seen Legos down at Turbo, down in Greenville.
Were the bullets actually out of the casings though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like empty cases.
Okay. Whew.
I'm like, this is some show.
Yeah. Yeah.
TNA, what'd you pay for?
We almost witnessed murder if something went wrong.
So did you see the show at all, or?
Which one was it? Was this Turning Point?
Yes.
I saw some clips of it because I was dealing with my own problems with Chris Young at Firestar, but I saw some clips. I know Matt Riddle's over there now.
Yes.
And I think that's really interesting, and it just shows the prowess that TNA still has in this industry.
Exactly. I was talking to Heath, and then Matt Riddle just eavesdropped, and he was like, "Bro, what's going on?" I was like, "Matt, I only remember you just because you used to be Randy Orton's tag partner." He was like, "Oh," and I was like, "And you had that street fight, not the street fight, the cage fight."
Yeah, it was
with
that
Seth
cage
Rollins,
fight with Seth Rollins.
that the Fiend returned, and
I thought the match was hard though.
that was the new one that he was supposed to get.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it yet?
No, and then
So it's
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
so it has a face on the back, like a different,
Oh.
yeah,
Mm.
and the whole thing, and then
Mm.
the OG Bray Wyatt, the Fiend mask, turned into the Lantern
That's hard.
with a new mask. The new mask is on 2K. That thing is fire.
Oh man.
I got told by a buddy who went to the Mania thing where they revealed it. He was like, "You got $3 million. You can buy that probably." And I was like, "They ain't gonna sell that."
Damn, nah. RP Bray Wyatt though.
Exactly. If you were in a video game, which video game and why?
If I was in a video game, wow.
2K does not count because anybody can make you a 2K and just.
I'm gonna say,
I've heard NBA,
yeah, right.
Looney
right.
Tunes,
Right, Looney Tunes.
The World of Mayhem.
Okay, makes sense.
I was like, that makes sense because you can't die in that show technically.
that makes, yeah. I think I would say.
Someone said GTA, and I was like, I don't know
Who
why.
said that?
Can't remember, but it was like last season I had it. And I had one guy said, "Do I look like I play video games?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Do I really want to answer that question?"
He was a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you do. You
Yeah.
play games. I would say Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, heard that one too, which goes with your mask too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
If you were in a TV show, which TV show and why?
All right, so my favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. What match before you started training at an indie show made you want to become a wrestler?
So, like, what match?
Yeah.
At an indie show?
Yeah. Or if you didn't watch indies, which wrestling match?
I honestly didn't watch indies at all. But I was just mainly focused on, like, what the mainstream product of wrestling was putting out there. So the match, I would say, was Samoa Joe versus Chris Daniels versus AJ Styles.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about exactly.
At Unbreakable in 2005 in TNA.
Yes. Now, I'm going to point this out, guys. I'm buddies with Eric Darkstorm, who used to wrestle for TNA.
I know him, yes.
Yes. Haley J's ex.
Mm-hmm.
Point this out, too, guys. If you're missing it out this weekend, the Cowboy, James Storm, is here. In the building. Haley, OVW crowd, people are here. Al Snow.
Yep. Al Snow's here?
Yes.
Man.
Shelton Benjamin.
I know Shelton's here.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I know. he's here.
JBL.
JBL. Oh, JBL. Oh,
APA.
hell yeah.
Both of them. Hardy Boys. The Dudley Boys.
Oh, come on. Don't make me start geeking in here. Don't make me start geeking in here.
You can probably name it. They're here. Jordan Grace was even here, and I was like, "How much is it to get you on a show?" My show, and showed her a clip, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know," and I'm like, "Okay."
All right, dope.
Because she gets to go through TNA.
Yeah. Oh
Which
wait, so they have like certain rules that.
Yeah. Like WWE, you got to email their scouting crew and recruitments to get them. Same thing with TNA. I mean AEW. Because I tried to get Billy, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll get back to you on it." Never did. And I'm like,
All right.
two people that love video games could have connected on this.
Yeah, they did some type of collaboration.
Right. Trevor Shelley versus Billy Starks on 2K. That could have been a thing.
That could have been.
All right.
Such a shame.
Back to your thing. What match?
Oh, you talking about that in the Indies?
Indies or main.
Yeah, the Unbreakable.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's TNA.
yeah,
Because TNA used to be an indie show.
Yeah.
Because they used to be NWA.
Yep, NWA, TNA, and then they dropped the NWA moniker, and they just said, nah, we good with that. We don't need that.
When Ron Kallens was champ.
Yeah.
I need him a world champion in WWE.
I mean, hey.
Not the 24/7 title. We all know it's his.
Yeah.
6711 I-97 champion, which I didn't notice is the highways for North Carolina.
Oh, really?
So I was like,
okay.
No wonder he said that, because there's not a lot of main roster people from North Carolina.
Yeah.
You got Truth, Charlotte. Who else is there?
Well, now it's Javon Evans.
Yep, which we just ran into and you're good buddies with.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually not even from North Carolina, actually.
You're from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta. So you're a big Braves fan, I'm guessing.
Big Braves fan, Falcons fan, even though 28-3 still hurts to this day.
Yes.
But love my city, and I love our culture, and I love our rap.
I ran into because I go to all the minor leagues in Charlotte for the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Braves, the Knights, the AAA team for the White Sox.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I had a buddy on the team, JB Olson, and I picked him. I was like, it'd be funny if you're related to Matt Olson, as Matt Olson's doing rehab down in we're at Augusta, and I'm like, of course this had happened like today. And he's like, oh, this is my cousin, and I'm like, oh
wow,
I will retract my statement of everything else you just said. All right, you ready to start this trip shock?
Let's do it.
So we can get to the show.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
What you got?
First question. Okay, guys, just remember, I do not keep count of the 30 seconds.
I'm sure somebody will.
Someone will. We had one person, legit, because we had 3 guests. And he made sure each one, and we had a whole argument on the show.
That guy's the GOAT.
We had Dre the GOAT on the show.
That guy's the GOAT, whoever's keeping track.
And he was like, yeah, you missed it by a second. And I'm like, who's keeping by a second? If you said 5 or 10,
yeah,
I get that.
I mean, by say, hey, he's precise.
All right, whoever's listening, watching, put your timers on. I don't got a timer because I only got one phone. All right. First question, who is your mentor for wrestling?
LeBron Cozone. Firestar.
Trying to get him on the show. Who is your favorite wrestler growing up?
I don't have a favorite number one, but I can give you 3.
Go ahead.
I can give you The Undertaker, Sting, and Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's here too. So.
Oh my God.
What was your first show you worked?
First show I worked was in 2022, Firestar Pro Wrestling Future Blaze.
How many belts have you won so far?
I've only won 1 belt so far, but come January, I'm gonna change that.
Favorite wrestling brand?
Favorite wrestling brand?
It's a thinker.
It really is a thinker. I would say mid-2000s SmackDown.
Okay. And the last question, favorite Looney Tunes character?
Bugs.
Bugs? Okay.
Like, come on.
Lisa the Martian dude.
No.
That's the worst mix you could do with those two.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Bugs, though.
Exactly.
He's the OG.
Now I need to see Taz and Martian dude go at it.
That would be amazing.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna post a clip when this episode airs in January. So, you guys are watching, it's probably January. Or I can post it now and call it a bonus episode for the season.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do bonus.
That'd be dope.
So, guys, next week you guys will see Bugs Bunny and... Not Bugs Bunny, Taz and Marvin the Martian. And I'll make sure to tag him in it, so...
That'd be amazing.
Alright, thank you for being on the show.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much, man.
And let's get to the show.
Let's go.